I'm Robert Wafula from Plan International Uganda. I'm a gender coordinator at Plan International. Today, Plan International with other partners joined the district to one of activities for activism against gender-based violence in our communities. We've been having a number of activities out there, including community dialogues, visits to shelters, and many other activities that partners have had, like outreaches, talking about how to end violence against women and girls. So we had a dialogue at the district chambers to have a conversation as stakeholders on some of the challenges and findings that came from the different and various activities, including the key concerns that were raised in communities. We were able to come up with actions to try and mitigate the impact of GBV in Lira district.
So what are the statistics at the moment as far as GBV is concerned?
Yeah, so ours were in the meeting, there's sharing. Some of the sub-counties within Lira district have very, very high rates of GBV cases reported through police and even health centers. In one of the sub-counties, we've had 390 teenage mothers attending antenatal, which is really overwhelming. And for the district, we are 26% in Lira in terms of teenage pregnancies and cases of abuse. So higher than the national. So we really are having very serious GBV issues to address within our communities.
What is the way forward?
So we intend to have a lot of awareness and dialogues, stakeholder engagements.
My name is Christina Nono, the District Community Development Office of Lira. We've just had a conclusion of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Our biggest challenge in the district now is teenage pregnancy and child marriages. We've come up with a number of resolutions that we think when we implement throughout the year with the theme guiding us, we shall achieve something. And we call upon everybody, especially the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, and the community leaders to join hands together. The parents must take responsibility and look after their children, mentor them to be responsible people. And we also need to support the children to protect themselves again. We are happy that we've managed to come to this far, and we still call upon everybody to join hands and we move together to solve this problem.
Do you think there have been challenges in the...
Yeah, there are challenges. You know, we have a lot of things to do, but the resources limit our actions. We need to do a lot of community engagements, community policing, also dialoguing with the community, but we cannot do that because of the limited resources. The human resources are there, but what should take us out in the field is what is the challenge. Okay. So we call upon partners who are here to engage and really help us.
Hello, my name is Grace Dorothy Openy. I work with Lawford Uganda as a youth and community engagement officer. About the key issues that we got from our dialogues in the community, we realized that bride price is one of those things that is bringing about violence in our communities, because in an event where a man spends a lot of money paying dowry, they often think that the wife becomes like a slave to them and they must do everything that they wish of them. Another thing that we found in our community is that the young girls are getting into early marriages, and that's because of peer pressure. Most of them are on pressure to get married at a tender age because of the thinking that they'll get old in their parents' home, and so they think it is good and nice to get married when they're younger, and yet that's not it. So we call upon us in our different capacities to find a way to reach out, to spread the word in the communities, to encourage our girls to stay in school, to encourage them to at least kill themselves before they can get into marriage. Where
We have made observation of certain trends, but also we interface a lot with suspects who are in the custody of police, but also suspects and prisoners in prisons. And the angle of violence that I might front here might look like forms of violence which are within the systems, the justice systems that we see that manifest against women and girls. The first one that I would want to highlight here is that most of our girls who are suspected, young girls below 18, from 12 to 18, those are called juveniles. Most of them who are suspected of having participated in the commission of an offense, any offense name it, are facing it so rough in the hands of the law. Unlike the adult suspects, the law has very specific and special ways of handling juvenile suspects. In this sense, the girls who are suspected of having committed offenses. Many times when we visit the police stations, we find that as opposed to what the law prescribes, the law states that juvenile suspects should be in police custody for not more than 24 hours. Because they are juveniles, because they are children, their cases should be processed as fast as possible so that they are not over-detained in police custody. But I think for some reason or the other, many times we find these young girls detained in police custody for weeks and weeks. That's a form of violence because the law that prescribes how they should be handled is not being followed.